Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
All right, and with Jason Serenier, we're here at the South Terrebonne Vanderbilt game, and at halftime, a lot of people were honored into the Hall of Fame at South Terrebonne. Let's listen in.
Our first inductee into the South Terrebonne Athletic Hall of Fame tonight will be Chandler Arsenault, who grew up in the Bird Community and attended South Terrebonne from 2010 to 2014. Chandler participated in sports of football, basketball, and track and field. In football, Chandler was a three-time District 8 4A first-team All-District selection as a tight end, along with being named the All-Region team twice. He was also named the LHSAA All-State Composite Academic Football Team. In basketball, he was an honorable mention All-District player and was also named to the LHSAA All-State Composite Academic Basketball Team. In track and field, Chandler gained first-team All-District honors as a discus thrower in his senior year after being named second-team All-District his junior year. Chandler signed to play football for Nicholls State University, where he went on to become a 4-year starter for the Colonels on offensive line. He was a 2-year first-team All-Southland Conference player and was named to the second team once. He was also named a 2-time All-Louisiana Collegiate player and a 2-time FCA All-American player. Chandler was an integral part of the Nicholls 2018 Southland Conference Championship team. Chandler's fondest memories at South Terrebonne were the relationships that were made both in the classrooms and in all of the extracurricular activities he participated in. After coaching and teaching stints at Plaquemine, South Terrebonne, and Hornville High Schools, Chandler is now coaching at Vanderbilt Catholic. Chandler is accompanied tonight by his wife Brooke Cantor Arsenault and their son Hudson, along with his parents and extended family and friends. He and his family now live in Bayou Blue. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chandler Arsenault, class of 2014.
All right, Chandler, big night for you. You're wearing blue, yes, but I know you're going to be in green for halftime, Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
And it's got to be exciting for you to be able to come back to your stadium, get inducted into the Hall of Fame, but yet you get to coach your team at the same time.
It is exciting. It's always fun being back down here. I still don't live far right there in Bayou Blue. But I enjoyed my years here. I enjoyed coaching here when I did, but I'm really enjoying my time at Vanderbilt right now as well, and bittersweet.
Yeah, well, y'all got a great team going right now, but what's it going to mean to you when you walk out there, and what are your players going to think? They finally get to see the coach. You know, I'm sure they know by this time, but they finally get to see all the things you did and the honors bestowed upon you.
Oh, it's going to be fun. They've been messing with me all week, the last couple of weeks. Once they finally found out, I was trying to not tell them, but once they found out, they've been giving me a rough time and good fun all week. So it's been fun, but I think it'll be a good experience.
You got a good crew going with you. You got some elders in there. You got Coach Brian Gano, Coach Ernie Brown, and along with some of the younger generation. But so they got a good mixture.
Yes, they do. I know Coach Ernie Brown pretty well. I got to meet Coach Gano this summer. He came talk to the team at Vanderbilt, actually. Yeah. David McCormick graduated with me, so we know each other really well. And then Chris Benoit is actually one of my best friend's brother. So, everybody kind of knows everybody still, so it's fun.
Coach, congratulations. I know you got to get to the locker room, but thanks for spending a little time with us. A big night for you, and you deserve it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right. Our next inductee into the South Terrebonne Athletic Hall of Fame tonight will be Christopher Benoit, who grew up in the Upper Little Caillou community and attended South Terrebonne from 2003 to 2007. Chris participated in the sports of football, soccer, and baseball. In football, Chris was a first-team 8-4A All-District selection at 2 positions, both defensive back and punter, along with being named the All-Region team twice. He was the captain of South Terrebonne's undefeated football regular season in his senior year, a team that eventually lost to Holy Cross in the playoffs, and was part of a 2-district champion squad. Chris was chosen to play in the Lions Club River versus Bayou All-Star game after his senior campaign. In soccer, he was a 2-time first-team All-District and All-Region midfielder and was named to the LHSAA second-team Division I All-Star soccer team. In baseball, Chris gained first-team All-District honors as an outfielder, along with being named to the first-team All-Region team. As a student athlete, Chris was an honor graduate who was awarded the title of Mr. STHS in 2007. He was a member of Student Council and the Gifted and Talented programs. At the close of his senior year, he was named 2007 J. Kenneth Walker Award winner for the top male student athlete at South Terrebonne. Chris states that his fondest memories at ST were the 10-0 senior football season and the lifelong friends made from his high school days in Berg. After high school, Chris obtained his degree in financial services marketing from Nichols and is now an account executive with Arthur J. Gallagher and Company. Chris is accompanied tonight by his wife, Emily Gravois Benoit, their children Tucker, Nora, and William, along with his parents, extended family, and friends. He and his family now reside in Thibodaux. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Benoit, class of 2007.
All right, Chris, what a big night tonight. And, you know, as we're watching Vanderbilt play South Terrebonne, two local teams, you're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame at halftime. What does it mean to you?
It's a great honor. I'm excited, and, you know, especially on a Vanderbilt night, I could remember playing those games against Vanderbilt, and just, you know, it's a great honor, and, you know, excited to be able to join the group.
Yeah. Pretty good group. See, Ernie Brown and Coach Gano, a couple of the upper statesmen, I guess you would say. And they spent a lot of time here before there were turf fields and football fields. They had to go play at Terrebonne and all that. But, you know, you get a chance to share with your family. I know your father-in-law quite well. So what's it like having them and your family around?
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited, and just to be able to spend the time with them, and everybody comes in, and all the kids and, you know, nephews and nieces, and you know, get to meet some of the people that, you know, were before me that I never got a chance to meet throughout here. So it's great, you know, and two of them were my brother's age, Chandler and David. So it's great to see them again as well. So
congratulations, well deserved, and you do look a lot younger than some of them other guys. So you're getting in at a young age, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'll be there one day.
Our third inductee into the South Terrebonne Athletic Hall of Fame tonight will be Coach Ernest Brown Sr., who is the head coach of the Gator basketball, stretching 7 years from 1981 to 1988. Coach Brown is a 1975 graduate of Terrebonne High School, where he was an all-state basketball player. He went on to continue his basketball career at Northern Iowa Community College for 2 years before playing his junior and senior collegiate seasons at LSU. He was part of the 1979 LSU SEC Conference Tournament Championship team and the NCAA Sweet 16 finalists. After graduation from LSU, Coach Brown coached 1 year at Terrebonne High as an assistant before coming to South Terrebonne as head basketball coach in 1981. From 1981 to 1988, South Terrebonne enjoyed the golden years in basketball under his leadership. The Gators were district champs 5 of those 7 years, making the playoffs 6 of those 7 years, when you had to be district champ or runner-up to qualify. Coach Brown was named the District 848 Coach of the Year 5 of his 7 years at ST, which was the top classification in LHSAA at the time. In 1983, he led the Gators to a 30-win with 4-loss season, still the best mark ever for any basketball team in Berg. In 1986, the Gators made the Final Four in 4A basketball at the top 24 tournament at St. Ewing Coliseum in Monroe, losing to Carroll High School in the semifinals. This was the highest finish in state competition ever for South Terrebonne. In his 7 years as head coach, South Terrebonne's district record was 85 wins and 13 losses. That's an 87% win record. Overall, the Gators won 176 games and lost only 45. Coach Brown had an 81% win record in his tenure here in Berg. Coach Brown is a retired administrator and educator with the Terrebonne Parish School District, where he led our youth in a positive fashion for over 30 years. He is an inductee of both the Terrebonne High and Bayou Region Athletic Hall of Fame. Coach Brown is here tonight with his wife, Evelyn Tapin Brown. He lives in Houma and is a proud parent of Ernest Brown Jr. and Kristen Brown Frank. Ladies and gentlemen, former Gator great Coach Ernest Brown Sr.
All right, Ernie Brown, Hall of Famer. And Coach, good to see you. What a great night, huh?
Martin, I am blessed to be out here and to be selected for this honor. I am definitely grateful for them choosing me for my work at the South Terrebonne High School.
Yeah, you just got inducted into the Regional Hall of Fame not long ago, and you're backing it up with this, but what does it mean to you? You spent so many years playing and then, playing at the college level, excelling, and then getting into coaching, and you did such a great job, but then you got into administration, and your real love is making kids learn the right way. And I know you were brought up the right way.
Right. Martin, I enjoy teaching, I enjoy instructing, I enjoy kids hopefully making a difference in their lives and showing them the right way and that you could be successful if you just continue to work hard at it.
What did you learn the most about coming to school here? Y'all had so many great athletes. And a lot of people always ask me, well, Martin, you've been covering a lot of people over the years. What school had the most athletes in the whole span of things? I always say South Terrebonne. Quite a few.
Quite a few. No, South Terrebonne ended up having a few players to play in the NFL and stuff like that. And, track was a big issue with them. And basketball, when we were here, never had the size, but always had great kids that hustled and played hard.
Yeah. They always seem to have work ethic over here. Now, I know coaches can do so much, but doesn't that start at the family level?
I think being raised on the east side of town, it makes you hungrier for success, and you used to having to work hard, having to struggle for different things, so that incorporated into sports made them great athletes.
Yeah. Hall of Fame tonight, so I saw your family here, and what does it mean to you?
Well, it means that the time that you spend and the hard work that you've done and the difference that you've made in the lives of people is being recognized. And, I'm humble and grateful for that opportunity, but, I didn't do it for the glory or the recognition. I did it because I love the idea of playing sports and what sports could do for you.
Now, I know you well enough to know you didn't do it to be honored tonight, but because of your passion for it and your love for it, you are here tonight, so congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Martin. I appreciate you.
Our next inductee into the South Terrebonne Athletic Hall of Fame tonight will be Brian Gano, who grew up in the East Houma community and attended South Terrebonne as a charter student athlete of the school from 1961 to 1964. Brian excelled in sports of football, baseball, and track and field. Entering his sophomore year in school of 1961, Brian had decisions to make related to where he would attend high school with the opening of South Terrebonne High School. He and his twin brother Bruce decided to attend the new school and give the new athletic director and football coach Buddy Marcello the cornerstone to build a successful athletic program on and off the field. In football, Brian was a starting quarterback and defensive back in all 3 years at South Terrebonne. In only its second year of varsity competition, Brian helped the Gators win 9 wins in his senior season, playing the District 6 2A at the time. Season came to a close in the Sugarcane Bowl at South Terrebonne, losing to Broadmoor High School in Thibodaux. In baseball, Brian was a 3-year starter at shortstop and was voted team MVP his senior season. The team was a respectable 10-6 in 1964. In only its second year of varsity play. In track and field, he was both a long and triple jumper who helped upstart Gators in the 1964 district title. He was an all-district performer, advancing in regional meet in long jump and in the long jump his senior year. As a student athlete, Brian was awarded the Balfour Award at the close of his senior year, which was given to the outstanding senior student. He was also the winner of the Gator Club Award, presented to the student who excelled in athletics, scholastics, and character. He was class president in both his junior and senior years and was an officer in both the G Club and the Student Council, along with being named Homecoming King his senior year. And finally, as a sign of things to come in the teaching arena, he was the Mathematics Student of the Year in 1964. Brian appreciates the bonds made with South Terrebonne, with the opportunity to participate in athletics with his twin brother Bruce under the tutelage of legend Buddy Marcello. He feels that being a student athlete at South Terrebonne was instrumental in his career skills. After obtaining his degree from Nichols, Brian went on to teach mathematics and coach at both Vanderbilt Catholic and Terrebonne High School. At Vanderbilt Catholic, he led the Terriers to the 1971 Baseball 2A state championship. Now retired, Coach Brian now lives in Houma. He is joined tonight by his daughters, Liz, Margaret, along with his grandchildren, an extended family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Gano, South Terrebonne class of 1964.
All right, Coach Brian Gano, a man that doesn't need a whole lot of introduction, but he got to come over here, excel as an athlete, and then he ended up at Vanderbilt. It's ironic that South Terrebonne is playing Vanderbilt tonight, so you get to see people on both sides and they get to enjoy you being inducted into the Hall of Fame. What a great honor, Coach.
I feel very honored. I absolutely do. And I don't know if it's the luck of the draw or what happened with the scheduling, but Stan told me about it this past summer, Stan Gravois, and he said, you're going to love who the opponent is. Yeah. So I feel honored with it.
There was a rumor that they were trying to get you over to that Vanderbilt sideline. So how does that feel that you know people on both sides?
Oh, it's really great. And I think it was great, Martin, growing up in this community. Back in the old days, even playing here, we knew everybody. I was at St. Francis for several years, then at Houma Junior High, so I knew all these guys from all the sports. Even when I was coaching at Vanderbilt, we knew all these guys. You guys growing up in the youth leagues, there was no travel ball, so you played locally against everybody. Yeah. And I just think it's great for the community.
And y'all could have picked a better night, a beautiful night. What about some of the guys you're going in? I just interviewed Ernie Brown, and Chandler Arsenault is coaching at Vanderbilt. He told me he's going to have to wear a little green at halftime and come back. But isn't that the beauty of being in a small community?
I think that's the fun part of it, that we can have fun with it. Everybody can sort of put their hair down, enjoy it. You're going to get ribbed by one side or the other, so it makes no difference. Yeah. Just enjoy it.
You coached for so many years. You have a state championship in baseball at Vanderbilt, but I want to let a lot of people know that you were really known for your math. You were a great math teacher.
Well, thank you.
Your dad was a math teacher, I take it. So, but you really loved math, teaching math, didn't you?
I did. I love teaching math as much as I love coaching, and I love the heck out of coaching. Yeah. But I always felt like whether it's math or on the athletic field, I'm coaching. Same in the classroom, I'm coaching people. I was not a lecturer, Martin. I'm going to help people learn how to do things, and they're going to work on solving problems in class where I can help them.
And you were pretty meticulous as a coach and as a math teacher, so
yes.
That's part of that's part of the things that help students later on. If they pick it up and you don't have to fight them to pick it up, don't they become good citizens?
Yes, they do. One of the things I used to tell people when I was doing consulting work in business, there were several books out in the 80s, I think it was, about don't sweat the small stuff. Right. And I used to tell people, sweat the small stuff, because that's what will ruin you. The big stuff is easy to see and fix. Yeah. But you got to look at the small stuff, and that's the minute details. You got to get into the details.
Coach, congratulations. Big night for you. Hall of Fame. I know it means a lot to you. Well deserving.
Martin, thank you. And one of the, blessings I had here at South Terrebonne with the administration, with the coaching staff we have, is that I really learned how to become a student athlete. Yeah. And that was my 3 years here.
All right, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, Martin.
Our final inductee into the South Terrebonne Athletic Hall of Fame tonight is David McCormick III, who grew up in the Burr community and attended South Terrebonne from 2010 to 2014. David participated in the sports of football, basketball, soccer, tennis, track and field, and powerlifting. In football, David was a two-time, first-time All-District selection, earning district MVP in his senior year. He was also a first-team All-Region selection as a linebacker for 2 years and was named honorable mention to the LSWA and LFCA All-State team and was a team captain in the 2013 district championship. In track and field, he was a second-team All-District selection in his specialty, the 400-meter run, for 2 years and was part of the 2014 district championship team. In his senior season, David was named to the powerlifting All-District team, the tennis All-District second team, and the soccer All-District team as the honorable mention candidate. In addition, David was named to the state all-academic teams in football, tennis, track, soccer, and powerlifting. He's also a WWL A+ athlete, a Wendy's High School award winner, and earned the J. Kenneth Walker Award at the end of his senior season. David went on to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, where he's a member of the Raging Cajun 2014 and R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl champions, and was a Sun Belt Conference all-academic football team member in 2015. David will always remember the camaraderie he had with his teammates and all the sports he participated in, and he has cherished the memories of having his family's untiring support in his entire athletic career. He graduated from UL with a degree in chemical engineering and now works with the process controls and automation engineering in Hephzibah, Georgia. David is accompanied tonight by his wife, Faith Story McCormick, their son, James, along with his parents and extended family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David McCormick, class of 2014.
All right, David McCormick III. David, big night.
This is a big night.
I mean, Hall of Fame. You don't get better than that. How's it feel? It's the same thing I sort of talked to Chris about it. At a young age, you get to be inducted. Some people wait a whole lifetime. You get to go in fairly young. How does that feel?
It feels weird.
Yeah.
Because whenever I was in school, I wasn't looking for a Hall of Fame, any type of recognition whatsoever. I was just playing the sports I wanted to play and trying my best in them to do well. So to get recognized for that is really nice, honestly, to know that my effort has been recognized, but also the fact that I wasn't trying to do it at all and getting recognized for it is surreal in a way.
Your dad's coaching at Hornville now.
Yes, he
but
is.
He's here. He took a little sabbatical. That's got to make you feel special.
It does. I love spending time with my dad, and especially at special events like this, him taking time away from everything else. This feels good.
Well, you're well-deserving, and it's good to see a young man get in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations. We'll enjoy watching you walk there in front of your home crowd. And a lot of people on the Vanderbilt side will know you too, so you get to go in front of really two kind of local crowds tonight.
Yeah, it's better to be known. Like, it feels better to be in front of people that know you when you're getting inducted into stuff than it is to just be recognized by people that don't know you at all. It's more special that way.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.